Hello, everyone. What's up? Welcome back to another Fan Film Watch. This time we're doing another live one with my guest, Echo Base Network. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Glad to be here. Looking forward to it. This is gonna be fun.
Heck yeah, man. This is the first I'm doing a dual stream on the Rookie Critic channel and the Phantom Collective. So, first time trying that out. And usually we do these pre recorded and upload them later, but some of these, trying to get you a little live taste as well so you guys can comment along with us. So, yeah, if you want to tell everybody, so we're watching Batman versus Predator. This is the one that came out like 10 years ago or so. This was one of the older YouTube fan films. So you got any history with Batman or Predator that everybody might want to know about?
So, my very first entry into comic books as a kid was I was out playing in the neighborhood with all the neighborhood kids, and one of the kids had Batman versus Predator comic book. And I was like, what? Because I loved Predator. I was probably maybe in the fifth grade. And he was like, yeah, it's the first issue. It just came out. And so I was like, man, after you read it, you'll have to let me borrow it. So he let me borrow it and I read it and I absolutely loved it. And so, then the next month I was waiting for issue 2 and then issue 3. And I'll tell you a funny story real quick
Sure.
about issue number 3, which was the final. It was just a 3 issue short comic book series. But issue 3, the night before it came out, I was so excited and could not wait to go to the comic book store when I got out of school the next day to get the new issue and see how it all ended. That night, I went to sleep, and when I went to sleep, I had a dream of walking down the little breezeway of where the comic book store was, and it was nighttime, and I looked in the window and I saw it sitting in the window on display, and I saw the cover of it and everything, and I woke up and I was like, man, I really am excited about this comic book. I freaking had a dream about it. Well, the next day when I got out of school, I went there to the comic book shop, and that comic book was on display in the window, and it was the exact cover from my dream, and I'd never seen it before.
That's some trippy shit, man.
Yeah, it was very weird. It's the only time anything like that has ever happened to me in my life. I don't know if it was like a out of body experience or I have no clue how I dreamed about a comic book that I hadn't even come out yet, that I've never seen, and then when I actually go there, it's sitting in the exact spot of it where it was my dream, and the cover is the exact same
You got a
cover.
psychic link with that with that
Yeah.
property now.
Yeah.
They got you in your head before you
Yeah.
even knew it.
And
It's
then
the advertising.
when I started watching Eric July, before he's blew up and everything, I've been
Yeah.
watching Eric July for years. But I was in one of his chats, before his chat was exploding and he could actually read people's comments in there.
Yes.
And I asked him if he had ever read the Batman vs Predator comic books, because he's a big Batman guy. He's
Yeah.
like, no, I've never read those. Well, I had an extra copy that extra set of the paperback version that Coach had given me from a comic book collection he had gotten. So I actually sent him all 3 of those, and he read them
Okay.
and loved them. So
That's
Eric July
sweet.
has 3 comic books that I sent him, and now
Nice.
he's a multimillionaire.
Of course, it's
I, I,
connected.
I tweeted him and I was like, those
You're welcome.
Batman vs Predator comic books are $1 million now. I accept cash, check, PayPal.
You're welcome, Ripa. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Just glad to help you start out.
But yeah, I
Uh,
love Batman. I love Predator, and I've heard of this fan film, and I've seen clips of it, but I've never seen the whole thing from start to finish.
yeah, it's one of the older ones. But man, your story, real quick, reminds me of something happened with me. Where this was before. Say, I did not follow comic books at all, and I didn't really. I don't even know if I saw X2 before X3 came out, like the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was watching X3, I was like, I've seen this before. like especially like when Magneto and all the mutants are like gathering together and they're first talking in X3, and there's like that big dude that sits down and they tell each other their levels and whatever. I knew what they were gonna say, and like I'm in the theater, I'm saying to my buddy what they're about to say. I've never seen it before at all. I was just kind of like,
it's like
I fucking
deja
know this
vu
scene.
times
Yeah,
a
deja
million.
vu, but like I have not seen this before.
Yeah.
And I was just like, but that was the main scene that I like knew. But there's still other bits that I was like, I know what happens here. This happens, and this happens, and oh, she's gonna betray them like later, and when Mystique turns back, and I'm just like, what the fuck, like that happened. I was just like, I don't think they showed those in like a trailer or a clip, like not that part. She's naked in one of those. Like I don't think they showed that in a trailer. They might have shown the other one as a clip, but I don't know if they did that back then. And I wasn't on the internet much, so like I really wasn't on the internet. It was like 2008. I was not on the internet. That would have had to have been on a trailer. If it wasn't on a trailer, I didn't see it. So yeah, interesting. Weird shit how Dreams does that stuff, man.
Yeah.
But Gilkey is in the chat. What's up, man? Thank you for stopping by.
Man?
Anybody else stopping by, thank you as well. We're streaming on the Fandom Collective and the Rookie Critic, so feel free to watch on either one. Yeah, just trying out dual streaming and whatnot. This fan film stuff's pretty cool. And yeah, we're going to check this puppy out. You guys can react along with us. I didn't put a link to it in the chat. I will right now. So if you guys want to check it out without our commentary, you can check it out later yourselves. Because I do recommend it. It's a little thing. Go support the guys who made it.
And you've seen this before, right?
I've seen this before, but it's been years since I've seen it. So it's been a long time. This was released by the Predator 90. They only have 796 subscribers, and it's not showing their full views right here. It's like cut off. I assume that's like millions. I don't know, but I don't know. It could be thousands. It says there's only 4,000 likes, and I don't know. I thought there'd be more than 700 comments. For some reason, I thought there'd be more. This could be like a re-upload maybe of the original. This could have been maybe. So I know this one was seen by freaking everybody. All right, let's go. Can you hear it okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. We're going with cheesy Batman.
Yeah.
Or as far as the outfit goes, but that's cool. Looks like he's already a little beat up a little from a little scuffle.
Yeah, that's like old school, like 50s, 60s Batman.
Oh yeah, the what is it, Adam West? The gee willikers, Robin, we gotta go this way, or something.
Bang, pow.
Bang, pow, kapowie.
Described as Grim, 2 guards brutally beaten, and criminal mastermind the Joker has escaped from his maximum security holding cell. At this time, Dr. Harley Quinn is still missing.
I love how in DC Comics they have like names for the villains. It's like, the mastermind, criminal mastermind, the Joker has escaped. And I'm trying to imagine in like the real world, the super legendary convict blank has escaped. I'm like, I can't think of any at the moment. So
Yeah.
you don't really hear about them as much until after a while. Like what, Marilyn, or was it Manson? Which Manson was that? Was that a
No.
what's his first name?
Oh God,
I don't remember his name now.
Charlie Manson.
Charlie, yeah, Charlie Manson. It's like, I guess that one would count. OJ didn't.
Marilyn Manson. So. That's the singer.
What's the difference anyway? Really, what's the difference?
Yeah.
James Gordon could not be reached for comment.
Owl looks like the one from the Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah, it could be. This was over 10 years ago. This is probably a dozen years ago by now.
Oh,
so
wow.
This would be like, the 2010s, 2011, 2009,
okay,
maybe.
Yeah, I see. 13 years ago it dropped.
Yeah. So that would have been, that's post Dark Knight, but still, they went old fashioned here.
Yeah.
And for all we know, they might have filmed this like years before they uploaded it to YouTube. It might have been like a local thing they did, or just a backyard thing, sort of. But then, posted late.
Put this on YouTube.
How do you upload on the YouTube? I don't know. And then years later, I know how. You know, that could have been the case.
That's a nice shot.
Nope, pretty decent. That might. I can't tell if that was from a movie or anything.
I'm sure it probably was.
It's probably like a Gotham building of some kind, Bruce Wayne Tower or something.
Mm.
My types of justice.
It looked like he
literally-
was poking his stomach out when he was standing up there.
He's like, yeah, my belly. Instead of the Homelander pissing
Yeah.
on the city, he's just like, hey, here's my gut.
I just got done drinking a keg of beer.
Yeah, my beer belly, boys. Here we go. That's how we do it. Yeah, it's weird. What aspect ratio is this possibly in though? This is like
I don't know,
widescreen,
like
but then it's also like in. It's like
14 by
it's like squished in there.
yeah,
on all sides.
yeah. It's like a small rectangle.
Yeah, which is weird because if you put this on like a widescreen TV though, it wouldn't fit it though.
Yeah.
Oddly. Which is weird. But okay, just wondering because I'm like I don't think I've seen that many that are like that. Even older ones, they usually fill the screen or something, or it's just a weird. The like YouTube would adjust it to whatever like thingy that they do.
I wonder if the original version of this is the same quality, or if they could take the original version and clean it up and up the quality and the resolution. And I don't know. I don't know how it was. I don't know if this was filmed with freaking somebody's iPhone back then, or if it was
I don't
with.
think- I don't know if that's the case, but that's possible. I could, I can't rule that out as a possibility. What's up, Superfan Adam Shahan? What's up, man? What's up? Good seeing you. How are them doggies doing? They're doing all right. All right. This cape's gonna be so wet and heavy now. It's all gonna be drenched and
Yeah.
it's gonna get everywhere. The water will climb up there and he'll be soaked to his waist.
I think they stole that shot right there from Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, maybe or an inspiration from
Yeah.
right here, because this looks like they like copied it essentially. But
Yeah.
that's cool, especially back then. I would imagine for a lot of fan films, they reuse imagery that they're familiar with and
Yeah.
make it themselves here and there. Is that Batman music or just other music?
I think that's just like Batman-esque music.
It's like dun 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 dun. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, is that Batman stuff? I don't know. They're using a lot of fog here.
I wonder if they're able to like monetize this. Probably not.
I don't know. And you'd think like you see a lot of the people that clean up shots from Disney and stuff, like
Yeah.
make it look better. I don't know if they could do the same with this because this isn't CGI at all. So it's all people. So yeah, I don't know.
What's the matter, freak? Can't take a little joke?
What do you think of our Joker here? What's the matter, little freak?
You know, right there, that shot right there. You know what that have you seen Legend with Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise. No, I haven't. Nope.
So it's one of the very first movies Tom Cruise was ever in. It's like a fantasy. It's got like a devil-like character in it and like demon characters in it. And there's like fairies and dwarves and elves. And it's really good movie. It's an old school 80s classic.
Okay.
Definitely check out Legend with Tom Cruise. But there's one of the main demon characters from that movie. That's what this Joker reminds me of. I wonder if I can. Characters. I wonder if I can show you an image
All right. Well, you look that up. I'm going to say hi to the chat again real quick. What's up, the Gilkster around here? He says the music sounds similar to the opening from Batman Mask of the Phantasm. That's possible. It did sound kind of epic.
Oh, I love Mask of the Phantasm. Have you seen that one?
So I've barely seen any Batman films either. Like
Okay.
I've seen the one with Michael Keaton and Catgirl, and Penguin, and all that stuff. I've seen that
Burton
one.
ones.
Yeah, I've seen Tim Burton. I've seen the one with Tommy Lee Jones in it. He's sort of Two-Face, I think.
Yeah,
that's the one he's in, and Jim Carrey. And then Batman v Superman and the Dark Knight trilogy. I don't even know if I saw the first Batman out of that, though. Actually, I don't remember much from it other than him fighting Roz on the train and having like a little scuffle with Scarecrow. Otherwise, I don't really remember that film either. I don't think I've seen it all the way. I've barely seen Batman. Not yet. Right. Phantasm's on the list because everybody and their mom talks about it, so it's something I'll check out. Gilky's pretty confident that's the theme. Yep. For sure. All right.
This guy right here.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's a goblin dude or something.
Yeah.
Yes, my pretty.
Yeah, and there's another. But yeah, that's sort of like what that Joker reminds me of.
Oh, not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Definitely watch Legend though.
Shahan says, "Shame on Rookie, dude." I just watched all of the Daniel Craig 007 Bond films, and all videos on those out soon. I'm working my way. Okay, I'm gonna start the 007 going from the first ones now, but I thought I'd start with the Daniel Craig ones first. Start a little different, not knowing all the tropes and all the stuff. I mean, I assume there's all these gadgets and stuff, and little things, I'll get you next time, Bond, or something. But after watching the Daniel Craig ones, I feel like the old Bonds will be very silly in comparison. I don't know, because they do some good shit in these ones. They do some good shit, but we shall see. All right, he's like, "Can you take a little joke?" I'll push that back again so we can see his awesome punch.
Ooh.
What's the matter, freak? Can't take a little joke?
All right. No, he's still in the straitjacket.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. All right, so he escaped the asylum with his hand still not in full use yet. That's kind of funny.
I wonder where he got those brass knuckles.
Yeah, I don't know. A criminal. Hey, just slip this on over the sleeve here so I can punch Batman or something.
I mean, if I escaped an insane asylum, like I don't think even if I tried, I could just come across some brass knuckles at some point in time.
And not to mention, if you're the Joker, you have a permanently distinct face and hair and everything.
Yeah.
So
you're not going to really blend in with the crowd too well.
No, almost as well as a Ninja Turtle. Pretty much. Just
with
trench coat,
trench coat and a hat.
Trench coat and a hat will fix it, though. Yeah. Apparently, it's magic. But all right, so he broke out, he punches Batman. It's kind of funny after seeing so many things where there's like world-ending shit in Batman movies and stuff. It's like, okay, so you can battle these like demon things from hell, but sometimes this guy can hurt you.
Yeah,
it's an interesting contrast. But then that's kind of the same thing with even like Hawkeye and Black Widow and stuff.
Right,
right. Y'all fight normal people and spies and other things, and then you're fighting aliens and monsters and robots. Okay, comics. Okay, that's the thing. That's the trade-off.
Yeah, because Joker doesn't have no superpowers or anything. He's just a super villain.
Villain. Yes, for chaos damaged.
You're pathetic. Oh, that's rich coming from someone who runs around in the dark, wearing a cape and a mask.
Did you get it? He said that's rich, just like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if they meant that, to be honest. But how do you like the voice of Batman? When you play it again?
The voice of Batman's okay. The Joker's lines right here when he delivers his lines right here, it's sort of like, is this like RuPaul is the Joker or something?
It's a little silly. It is. You're wearing your clothes. I'm going to insult your clothes, Batman.
Yeah.
You will never recover
Take-
from this
take
epic
that.
burn.
Take that word lashing.
From this epic burn.
Your
How can you ever
self-esteem is gonna
recover?
go right in the trash now, Batman.
Yes, you're going to dress better tomorrow or never be seen again. I've defeated you.
Rich coming from someone who runs around in the dark, wearing a cape and a mask. Ah!
My father gave me that mask.
Yeah.
Or something.
And he's dead now.
Yes.
Ah!
Both wear masks.
Look at my face. This is who I am. My mask is permanent. You have a choice.
You made your choice a long time ago, Joker.
No! You did this to me, and you condemned me to that asylum like some bastard child that you refused to take responsibility for!
Oh, he sounds
Yeah.
like
That's why you'll never kill me, Bats. You made me. Daddy!
Criminal scum like you made me. You're going back to Arkham.
Yoink.
Was that an alien?
No, that was a predator. Or hold on. Or wait. Hold on. I think it was an
looked
alien.
like an
You're right.
alien.
You're right. That was an alien. Yeah, that was.
Oh, so Batman versus Predator. I guess it's Batman versus Predator versus aliens.
Well, not exactly. It's just
Oh, okay.
like it's just a quickie.
You're going back to Arkham.
I just love those. He's just like, okay, fuck.
That,
I'm
that
dead.
sounded that. I think that was some music from Aliens that they were playing there.
I think so. Yeah, they're composing that stuff. Yeah, you're right. There's an alien right behind him that he's got to deal with right here. Okay, and for back then,
That's not too bad.
yeah. See, the lighting makes it tough to tell if they were able to like take an alien out of one of the movies or if they did this themselves with, because he's got the tail and stuff too. Like,
Yeah,
I'm trying
the
to imagine
tail-
how hard this might have been over 10
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, I'm sure the tail was probably attached to the costume, and that off screen they probably had somebody on a ladder or something, you know, with a string attached to the tail, kind of moving it around or something.
Mm-hmm. It's funny to think about the process of some of these fan films, especially the older back, like the farther back we go. But like, I guess when I say it's hard to imagine like over 10 years ago them doing this. I mean, that was only around 2010, which wasn't that low in advancements with stuff. Like,
Yeah,
I guess it's just that like the internet. It's hard. It's weird to think about stuff like in the old, like, you know, in the olden days, back in our time.
yeah.
You know,
back
we
in the
didn't-
old
we didn't even-
days.
We didn't even have Amazon, so it's like you can't just order stuff you need. You got to go and find what you need.
Yeah,
So with filming, I mean, you know, I don't think they had the option to just I can just, you know, take it from, you know, something that already exists and just put it into my video. It's like you had to
Right,
go
right.
and I assume that for fan films like this, you'd have to go and make this. So impressive if that's how they did it. I really would like to know if whoever the original uploaders are, you know, what their process was. But all right.
yeah. That's definitely aliens music.
Yeah, buddy. That's a good little entrance. Have an alien on top of Batman. In my head, I was like, that was quick because he just needs to yoink the tongue out and kill Batman. But, you know, Predator saves his ass and is about to challenge to a duel.
I
And the
challenge you
Predator-
to a duel, Batman.
Yes. And the Predator doesn't look bad here either. It looks pretty decent, and I think it's really good to have extremely darkness because if there's any flaws with the suits and everything,
Oh yeah,
it's very
the
well
lighting
hidden if
would
that's the
definitely
case.
the lighting would definitely show that for
Yeah.
sure.
If there's any wiring, like you said, it's like this is very well hidden if that's the case. So nice. That tickled.
He's already taken off his weapons. Oh, probably because they're like, we can't do special effects for for his laser gun, so let's just have him take it off from the get go.
Yep.
You know,
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, it's like it's about to be a fist fight more than weapons fight.
Yeah,
Maybe a few weapons, but nothing. More the primitive weapons. But yeah, it's going all right so far. And the look, I love how heavy that looked. Like as he jumped off, he looks heavy. Like how slow he jumps off here.
In the costume looks great.
Yeah. I watched one with Snowdub and it looked awful. Like, and they kept on doing horrible shots. The entrance of him was awful, and it's just like, what the fuck? And then they show it like just go Rah! A few times. I'm just like, I hate that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves with Predator nowadays. Is like they like to show them going Rawr!
Yeah, yeah.
I don't understand why in movies they do that, Nick. I don't get it. Not just the Predator, but in other movies, like they always have a creature just go Rah! All the time. Why do they do that? Why?
I don't know. I mean, now that you mention it, I mean, I totally see what you're talking about.
It makes no sense.
Like even animals, bears,
like a tiger that would normally they just go Rah! And then maybe they'll attack, and it's just like, is this just for the camera? Like an epic reveal.
I guess they're just trying to build the suspense, you know, like, oh, they're roaring, so we really want the audience to feel the danger.
They want them to be scared. It's scary. I don't know. It's just like I would be more terrified if you like see like a Godzilla and he's like quiet. I'd be like, what the fuck is it not making noise
he's
for?
Just like walking around, like, you know.
Yeah. A stealthy Godzilla, I'd be like, that'd be more terrifying than Rah!
Yeah, and then he just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Now in Aliens, they really didn't do that. They were very stealthy and would just sneak up and just get you. The only time they really did the only time they really did any of the, you know, the hissing or their roar was when they were approaching you with caution, you know.
Yeah.
And they were kind of using it as like you know, like I guess like a tactic to, you know, try to inflict some sort of fear.
Subtle intimidation a little bit. And you know, it's like, you know, all right. You see, I can understand more if you're like you're gonna be in a grapple situation or something. Like if you're a grappling fucking tiger, I could see it going, Rah! You know, a little bit, and make you shit yourself. You know, I don't know. Like I could see that more than like when they're sneaking up on you and then. Rah!
Yeah, because even if you watch wild lions or tigers, you know, they sneak up on their prey and then pounce on it. They don't sit there and look at it, raw, and then attack. You know,
right? Or wait to be looked at and then. So stupid. It just, the more I see it, it annoys me. It's one of those pet peeves that you like when you notice something happen many times, you start to go, what the fuck?
Now that you mentioned it, I'm now going to notice it all the time.
Dude,
because I never really paid attention to that, you know. But I mean, now that you brought it up, I'm constantly thinking of several examples in my head now of movies or shows doing that.
And did you see it in the last few Predator films that they did? Like, especially the last one? It was like, seriously.
He does it every time.
That was part of their trailer cell. Look, he goes, Rah!
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not scary about a Predator. They're scary because they are stealthy and can just yank you out and just take your spine. Like, that's what's freaky about them. Not that they're going, Rah, big monster. Rah.
Yeah. So when I watch the next Predator Prey movie, I'm literally going to be looking for that now.
Yes, you should because we even saw in the trailer, right? She kills that bear. I don't remember if it goes "Rah!" afterward, but even then, it's kind of like you killed the bear when it wasn't looking, pussy. Like fucking, you call yourself a warrior? I
Yeah.
was talking with Angus about this, man. We love the predator because we think of it like they're such an advanced species that they are going back to their roots of like primitive stuff where they're like, we want to challenge ourselves. We want to feel, our heart beat a bit. We want to be risked. We want to risk our life here because we're so advanced. We're above all these creatures. Let's try to get on their level and see what they can do. And it's like that's cool to me. Not we need to get their autism juice to evolve on their planet or something. That's what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. Here we go. This ain't doing nothing. I do like how little his physical punches do to him because he's a
it's like an infant trying to hit an adult.
yeah. I mean, it's like imagine it took like Arnold punching him barely did stuff. It's like Arnold's 3 times bigger than this dude hitting him. Yeah, sorry, bud. Nope. He's trying to go for weak points though.
Yeah. Maybe he's got balls. Maybe I hit him there. Did he literally just try to punch the predator in the nuts?
I think so. Let me play that back here.
Right there. Right here.
I thought that was the knees. I thought he would
Okay.
at the knees, but that would have been funny. They did that in another fan film with Marvel or zombies versus Evil Dead or something, and he chainsaws a zombie Wolverine, and all you hear is a tink, just like under the crotch. He's like, huh?
Yeah, I literally thought Batman right here was pulling a Daniel LaRusso from Karate Kid 2.
Yeah, why not,
Drop
man?
the wallet.
Hey, nothing else is working. Punch him in the groin. Go, a little bit of damage, but not much. Oof. Batman's like, fuck. Okay, let's go. All right. So little wrist dagger things against bat blades.
Yeah.
Are they
the batarangs?
Okay. The sharp ones, are they different from the ones that he typically throws? Are they the same? Like
that it almost looks like the little flying. When he just pulled that out, it reminded me a little bit of the flying disc from that the Predator uses in Predator 2.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's almost like the same weapon.
Yeah.
I don't know if they realized that. Interesting.
Yeah. So I guess he's going to use it as like a slashing tool instead of like throwing it.
Yeah, which I guess he doesn't have a sword on standby, so I guess that's all you got. So best you can do.
Just like Predator 2.
Pretty much, yeah. They're weighing down on him. Yeah, nice slash at the gut.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch Predator 2, man. It's been too long again.
Danny Glover.
And now you brought it up, I gotta say it again. So it's like Danny Glover, like thinking about him facing the Predator. Like, I wonder what the people's mindset were after seeing an Arnold Schwarzenegger film where all these best dudes get bested by a Predator, and then he's in a city, and Danny Glover's the main character. You're like, probably like, how the fuck is this old dude supposed to do anything when Arnold barely was able to do shit?
Yeah. So I remember the first time I saw the trailer for Predator 2 was when I was in the theater to see Die Hard 2.
Okay.
So I went to the theater with my dad. I think my uncle and my sister might have been with us. I can't remember, but they showed the trailer for Predator 2, and I was like, whoa, the Predator's coming to the city, and Danny Glover is, and he almost plays the same character that he plays in Lethal Weapon,
Yeah.
In that. So when I remember when it came out, I was like, oh, no, Arnold, like he doesn't even show up,
Cameo,
at
no.
all, So I was kind of like hated that he wasn't involved at all, and so it definitely was not as good as the first one by far. And I wasn't that big of a fan of it, but as I've gotten older and I watch it now, I actually like it a little bit more than I did originally back in the day. But yeah, back then when it came out, there was a lot of people that were like, what? No Arnold?
Yeah, fuck this.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I'll have to give it another try because yeah, Angus also strange. Yeah, he said the same thing. He's like, yeah, Predator 2 might be slightly better than Predator 1. I'm like, what? Okay,
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen either of them. That's the problem too. I'm trying to watch new shit, and I've seen old stuff maybe once. So it's like with the critical mind, I haven't watched a lot of old stuff. But anyway, here we go. Batman's been slashed in the gut.
Yeah, and the Predator vision right here is a little cheesy.
It's quite wonky, but I don't blame him. I don't know what was available in 2010 anymore. I assume iMovie or something.
Probably.
I don't know what else was around in those back in the olden days. No idea. Do you bleed?
It's almost like they got somebody to do music for this fan film of theirs because it's Predator like music, but it's not the same. It's like got elements of it. I wonder if they had somebody that just grabbed Predator music and other music and
just mixed it,
remixed it so that they could get past like copyright claim on it.
Maybe I don't know if back then they would have gotten claimed. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
2010 area, would they've gotten claimed for music? I don't know. That was like a couple of years before there was a real monetization plan for YouTube. I think 'cause they were created in 2005. YouTube took them a couple of years. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Got him.
Did he just break the Predator's blades on his arm?
Yeah, that looked kind of fakey.
Yeah.
Looked a little like they're very flimsy if that was the case. But I like this grab here. It's like Thanos versus Captain America kind of little struggle there. But yeah, these look good from here, but you're right. When I think this would have been a good deflection, like to knock his arm away, but instead,
he does break
them off like
their
paper, like their paper mache.
Yeah, so I take issue with that right there because if you watch the Predator 2, when the doctor's analyzing the Predator's harpoon spear, it's an unknown element and it's light and it's like almost indestructible. Like, it's like tougher than steel, but it's also very, very light. Like it has almost no weight to it. So those blades are probably the same, very light, but almost indestructible, so Batman's little batarang blades thing should not have been able to cut those in half. That's probably the biggest issue I've had with this fan film up to this point is him breaking the Predator's blades like that.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been fine as a deflection to get his arm out of the way, and then
Yeah.
come in with a cut with the other one or something.
Yeah.
Would have been fine. He gets a few critical hits in.
Just like Predator 2.
And that one may not be dead, but oof. Those aliens behind him or predators?
Yeah,
behind him?
it is. So it's like it makes you wonder: are the Predators there for Batman, or are they there to fight the aliens? And I guess Batman's just in the middle of this war between
might be,
Predator
yeah.
and the aliens.
Maybe.
But aliens on Earth during this time.
Yeah, that'd be a little fucked.
Oh, and that's it.
It's just little. They show. I think they show the actor credits right here. Who played them? Yeah. Oh yeah, they did have somebody do this.
McKinnon. No,
Okay, they did have somebody do that. Nice.
Jake McKinnon.
Nice. Like I said, when I do the re-edit upload of this, I'm gonna have more information about. I'm gonna do some research on the people that they mention here and see if anything comes up. See if they have more stuff, because that'd be neat. Yeah, nice. So, what do you think of that?
Other than Batman taking his blades off, I thought it was decent.
Yeah, considering its time, I guess. Yeah.
I think the Batman vs Predator comic book story was definitely way better than that one. But this is just a little short film, so I mean,
yeah. Okay,
you can't
I think
really compare it to a full blown comic book story.
I think this channel re-uploaded the video because it has Halo's first thing on here, and that was not uploaded by this channel. That was different. That was like from Halo, or it was from some other channel I know that is not from this one. And these other trailers they're showing here and game footage stuff. Yeah, I don't think this channel made it. I think it's a re-upload, but it still had the original credits in the video still. This might have been them though. I don't know. It's okay. It's over here. It says
512,000 views.
I still think it would have had more though. Like, I'm really thinking it was in the millions by now because a lot of people hear about that shit and type it up, and it's the only Batman vs Predator one that I know of.
Yeah. So I was just looking. There's somebody that did a 4K HD version of this, but I just clicked on it and it's still like a crappy. Yeah. So do you recommend the comic versions? I highly recommend. So that right there, that Batman version where he's in that metal suit right there, that's the cover. That's the third issue. That's the cover that I had that dream about that I ended up seeing. But yeah, tight. That is a great story. So the first issue, just to give you a quick synopsis, is basically the Predator is there in Gotham hunting, takes out like a boxer, like a crime boss. Well, Batman's going around, with Commissioner Gordon, at these crime scenes, like, who's doing all this? They're trying to figure it out. Batman ends up tracking the Predator, which he doesn't know it's an alien being, but tracking the person he thinks is doing this to this like warehouse place, this like scrapyard. He ends up coming across the Predator, and Batman gets his ass handed to him. I mean, the Predator just about kills Batman. He escapes within an inch of his life. The whole second issue, Batman's in recovery.
He's healing. He's healing.
He's healing. The whole second issue, the Predator is just wreaking havoc in Gotham, and Batman is nowhere to be seen. And because the whole second issue, he's basically laid up, healing the entire time. And then as he starts recovering, he starts doing research. He's on his back computer and he's looking at images and pictures, and he's designing a whole new suit. And at the end of the end of the second issue, the very last page is Batman coming back and him having that suit on. Then you go into the third issue, which is Batman in that suit going and tracking and hunting the Predator down, and then they ultimately have their fight, and
team up.
Yeah. And so it was a great comic book series. Like after watching that and just talking about it, like it makes me want to go back and read them again, like tonight.
What year were they made? The comics?
The comics were 90. Hang on, let me just confirm. Predator.
Because I'm trying to think about which films they'd have access. So they definitely the first Predator, and then
1991. Was the first series.
Was that after Predator 2 or before Predator 2?
Predator 2 release date was 1990.
Okay,
so
they
it came out a year after Predator 2. Yeah,
so they might have started working on that right after seeing Predator 2, maybe.
Yeah,
or before, and then we're like, oh shit, city setting's pretty tight. All right, let's put a Batman.
Yeah,
let's do that.
But yeah, I love it. If you guys can find those comic books out there, which I think you could probably find the whole. They made a paperback version, and they made the thicker hardback covers of each issue. Yeah. And I have all three, but if you can find those, I definitely highly recommend people. If you like Batman, you like Predator, I highly recommend reading those. And it's a short, quick read. I think each comic is only like maybe 30 pages, So I mean, you could read the first issue, and it would probably take you 30 minutes to read all three of them.
Still though.
So yeah, highly recommend it.
Yeah, Batman team ups seem to be very interesting. He's an interesting character to have team up with things or to go against things. Like I saw the movie where he teams up with the Ninja Turtles, and like his fight with Shredder in the beginning, like he's pretty much beating Shredder's ass, but Shredder has like a couple of moves that are like very unique and he's not ready for, and that almost kills him. And he's like, fuck. Like, I was kicking his ass, but he fucking winded me. It's like,
yeah, I love those team up stories. I always liked those, and those were getting real big back in the early 90s, because you had the Batman vs. Predator series, which I absolutely love. Then you had Predator versus Aliens versus Predator, which was another comic book series that came out after Predator 2. Because in Predator 2, you see the alien skull.
The tease, of course. Yeah, that was a nice little nod.
and so then they did the comic book series for that, and that was like a 6-issue set, and that was awesome, and it was a great story. And then they did Dark Horse did a lot of those cross universe verse ones, because they also did Terminator versus RoboCop.
Those seem like these would be fun fucking movies.
Yeah,
nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, especially with all the shit they put out anyway. What's the difference?
Yeah, and the thing is, I remember when, I loved the Aliens vs. Predator comic book series so much that when I found out that they were doing a movie, like, I was pumped. I mean, I was excited, like I get excited, for Star Wars.
Yeah.
I could not wait. And then it comes out, and it's in Antarctica on Earth, and it just was not it just was the comic book story where it happens, during the time frame in Aliens, like 3,000, the year 3,450, whatever, way in the future where they're going to different planets and stuff. And so I would wish they would have done it in that kind of time era, and it would have happened on another planet somewhere, not in Antarctica on Earth, where there was aliens under the ice on Earth the whole time. Like, I was just
I'd be okay with that premise that they set up in the movie, but I feel like a lot of the characters they put with it weren't all that great, and
no, they were not.
and they made it was visually bland.
Yeah.
I think it would have been more interesting if there's a little more to pop in it a little. If they went to do 2 different locations in the film or something. Like I like the idea of the ancient, using, people in a way, like using humanity as a way to, train their warriors or something.
Yeah.
By fighting the most, vicious, creatures on the universe as far as they could tell. And it's like, I like that type of concept, and then it's buried and left and forgotten. And I feel like something could have worked there. Like if they opened some type of technology thing, and it brings it's a little beacon, the predator or something nearby that's hunting on Earth is like already on Earth, cut to a forest or something.
Yeah,
he's killing something. It's like, what the fuck, the hell? This is an ancient ass thing, like an old phone number or something coming up. The hell? Let me go check this out. And then you have something like that happen, and then they awaken aliens, and then it's like, oh shit! So this one predator's got to go and do this, or maybe a couple of them. I don't know, but still, you know what I mean? Like maybe something like that. And then instead of it being they got their ship and they're like, we're here for whatever, and timeline, like you said, it's a little funky.
Yep, absolutely. But I don't know. I wish somebody that really had a ultra uber passionate love for that genre of movies would do a film about it. Yeah, I mean, like the creators of Cobra Kai, I mean, they're like huge fans, and they treat that show with so much respect, and just it's just a great show. I wish somebody like that really loved these IPs of Predator and Aliens, would actually come in and do a movie, because the comic book story versions were just so much better than the movies.
I mean, you couldn't do. I mean, this is the thing, because everybody wants to have franchises these days, and they want to have like different characters cross over here and there in their things and whatever, but they're afraid to start some of the movies. It's like if they had a Terminator movie that crosses over into a RoboCop or crosses over into even a fucking Tremors movie or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like there's at this point in Hollywood, since they clearly don't give a shit and clearly want to just reuse stuff all the time, do something fun. A little at this point. I don't like that'd be an improvement. Again, people joke about it, but it's like, Godzilla versus Fast and the Furious. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing. And somehow is the thing where you gotta somehow use your car and somehow have that battle against a fucking kaiju. Like the car grows to kaiju size, and so does Vin Diesel. And he's got to battle Godzilla. Rita Repulsa helps him grow with Lord Zed or something. It's just like, I don't know. Fuck it. Like at this point, just something, because they can't. Because none of them seem to have the passion.
Yeah, no, not at all.
That's what sucks. Because in the old days, like it's about making money. It is about making money, but it's like the people used to also care about it. So they'd care about making it good and making money. Now it's just make the money part. Who gives a shit if it's good? And if it doesn't make money, then don't make it again or retry again.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it.
Oh shit. I was literally just sitting here looking at different crossovers. In February 2nd of 2021, last year, they came out with Transformers versus the Terminator.
For a comic or for what?
for a comic.
Oh, for a comic. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, comics seem to do everything. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's like some ninja from something that crosses over with I Love Lucy or some shit.
Right.
They do anything. They make a
Fraggle Rock
crossover.
versus the Muppets.
Yeah, Smurfs versus Avatar. I don't know. Just, there's plenty of fun ones that can happen probably. But anyway, yeah, that was Batman vs Predator fan film. I don't have much to say about it. It's like about it itself. It's a weird one to judge because I think it's the oldest fan film I've looked at so far. 13 years ago. Man, it's such a different era now. It's like I don't even remember all the technology available really. Like because there's so few of it, at least in my life, that like you'd have maybe one computer in the house, maybe two.
Right.
Or slow, and you'd start up and go get coffee. You'd open up a page and scroll, and then go take a shower because it'll take a while for it to load.
Yeah,
that's
Netscape.
what I remember.
Do you remember Netscape?
I think so.
old school browser. Yeah, our first computer, my dad's I think spent like $5,000 on it. Windows 3.11. We had a printer and everything, but yeah, I played a lot of my old school Star Wars games were played on that machine. Freaking Dark Forces, which I absolutely love. Doom, Wolfenstein 3D.
Good times.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to close it out for this fan film watch. Thank you all for watching. I'll re-upload this later with some edits added in and trimmed down a little bit. So until then, see you guys later.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
All right.